today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Championship game. Mitchell Trubisky and the Carolina Panthers taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run the option left. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by the 6-year quarterback out of the University of North Carolina, Mitch Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the 2nd overall selection back in 2017. But when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility. His key, being consistent.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Toss left to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Taysom Hill from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Inside give to Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Play action. It's Trubisky.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance, he'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out.
And the Panthers have moved out in front. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey. 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The Lance going to throw.
Man open. That's Ray McLeod. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's fought from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Play action. Now Trubisky.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Trubisky. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A big play there as they get the conversion on third. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Lance now on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. And this pass caught by Gray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Lance. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is one of those plays where your instincts actually go against you. You really need to try and knock that down, but it happens so fast, partner.
Yeah, you see the ball in the air, maybe even though you're behind the line, you just think, I need to catch this and try to make a play.
Yeah, what you really need to do, knock it to the ground and just go ahead and go to the next down, because now you're probably going to lose yardage.
Lance looks to throw again. And Kittle catching the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33.
Here's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On first down, Lance.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On second and goal, Lance. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Lance now on third and goal.
And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McLeod, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Down to about the 45.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Trubisky going to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, Lance.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And Lance now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Again, it's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly.
From the 22,
Lance, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching, and good night.
and that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.